Hey guys, Crystal with Army Wife 101 here. So I'm not really doing a cooking tutorial because they take a lot of time and this is pretty easy. So if you look down here, this is for those of you who might have heard of Patti Labelle. She has a cookbook. I'm always on YouTube looking up videos. And basically I'm making something of hers, kind of a spin-off of one of her dishes. It's called Cabbage Shuffle. And it's kind of different because it's kind of it can be a one-pot meal because you can add like kielbasa or like maybe chicken or some kind of meat to it. So basically all I have here is some cabbage, which I've cut up. I have potatoes, which you can use Yukon, you can use red potatoes. Just make sure you peel them. You don't have to boil them first. I have some red peppers, some cut up carrots, a chopped onion, I think some orange peppers. You can do green peppers. You can pretty much kind of do what you want. I guess if you wanted to add mushrooms and stuff, you could. So all I did was I took all of that, I diced it up and cut it up really good, and I put it in my big pan, okay? So pretty much, and I put olive oil in here. One of the oils I've been using that's actually supposed to be healthier is this. It's called grapeseed oil. I used a combination of that and olive oil because the recipe called for olive oil, and I didn't want to not sort of kind of follow the recipe, I don't know. But this is actually supposed to be healthier. Quote unquote, I don't know. But anyway, that's what I use. You can use whatever you have though. And so now the part that I didn't do, that I'll do in front of you, is once it gets kind of sauteed down, you want to add some of your seasoning. So I'm going to add a little bit of Tony Chachere's, the Creole seasoning. The recipe doesn't really call for that, but you know, I believe in spicing your own dishes up. That's kind of what makes it yours. So I'm going to add a little bit of this, not a whole lot because you're going to add chicken broth, and chicken broth already has a lot of sodium in it. Normally I try to get the low sodium, but I got what was on sale today. So I'm going to add that. Now I'm going to add a little bit of black pepper. Okay. Flavor it up pretty nicely. I'm going to add some, you can add fresh garlic. I'm sure that'll make it 10 times better, but I'm going to do mint. I'm just going to squeeze about that much in. That's about a clove or 2 cloves. And we're going to stir that around. And this is cool because it's like really a one-pot meal, although in my case I'm making some fish tonight on the griddle that my husband just got me for Christmas. I'm adding some garlic powder. I'm a garlic maniac, so if you don't like garlic, you know, then you can chill out on it. The recipe does call for crushed red pepper. I'm not really a spicy food eater, but I'm going to add it because it calls for it. Not too much though, because my kids are eating this. But I'm, you know, sure it'll flavor it up. So now you can see it's kind of getting cooked down. It's getting tender because you do have potatoes in here. So the last thing we're going to do now is we are going to add some chicken broth. And we're going to cook this down in that. You're going to put your top over it. Another little seasoning you can add is this. It's by Goya. It's called Goya Salad and Vegetable Seasoning. You can add it with salad by adding like olive oil with it or something. Or you can add a little bit into your vegetables, whatever kind of vegetable dish you're cooking. So I'm just going to add a little bit, not a lot. Okay? Fold that back up. You don't have to, you can always, you know, use the packet again for something else. But I love Goya seasonings. And all you're going to do is you're going to close this up. And I swear it smells so good. And that's it. And let that cook down until it is tender. Basically, once the potatoes are tender is how you'll know it's done.